Hi, how you doing? It's Jeff Sinker again from SkypeGuitarLessonsOnline.com. Great to see you all again. I hope you're doing extremely well. I know I am. Gonna do Foo Fighters, The Best of You. This was asked by a number of my students who are kind of beginner level, and they was looking for some easy songs to play, and they're big Foo Fighters fans, and let's face it, who isn't? So I thought immediately, let's cover this one. It's a relatively easy song to play. We're going to look at the main guitar, the overdrive, and also some of the overdub guitar lines that we used in the studio on this. As usual, if you do find this lesson useful, click on that subscribe button. Really appreciate your support. Big appreciation to all my existing subscribers who are out there. Anyway, enough of me talking. Let's get into this song and let me show you how to play The Best of You by the Foo Fighters. So don't go away.
Preview.
First of all, I just want to look and just go through the chords that are used in this song before we just look at the rhythm that you've got to play on this. The first chord is a C sharp minor 7 chord. Sounds frightening, I know, but really it's quite easy to play. We're going to play the way I play this one. I've got my third finger on the 4th fret of the A string. I have got my, it looks better with a bit of volume, doesn't it? It's better. Then I've got my first finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. And I use my little finger on 4th fret of the G string. Now what we've got to focus on here is we have to mute the note coming through the low E string, because we're not going to be playing this through the song. So what I'm doing, I'm using my 2nd finger to mute this low E string. So that's the C sharp minor 7. Next chord you're going to play is an A sus2. Again, a bit of a frightening chord, but really it's not that hard to play on this song. All you're going to be doing is just lifting off your 3rd finger from that A string. And what I like to do is I just then move that 3rd finger just to touch that E string, because yet again we're not playing that E string whatsoever. There we have the A sus2. Next chord up that you're going to be playing is a B sus2. Again, they're all frightening sounding chords, but this one again could be really easier. I've got 1st finger still sitting around that 2nd fret on that A string, and now I'm going to use my 3rd and little finger. They're going to be playing the 4th fret on the D and the 4th fret on the G. And again, 2nd finger is going to be killing off that E string. What I also like to do with this chord is I'll let the top of my 1st finger touch the E string, as it kills off that again, that sound of that E. So, C sharp minor 7, lifting up that 3rd finger takes us, and again muting that string off again, takes us to that A sus4. And the final chord is that B sus2, a little bit of a movement around there. And of course, letting these top strings ring out. So, that's the main chords in this song. How do we play the rhythm? Well, the rhythm is all downbeat, should be pleased to know. Now, you're playing it like this. And each chord it's going to last for 2 bars, so you get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's 1. But what we're going to be doing is accenting a number of the beats. What we're going to do is accent the 1 beat, and then we're going to accent the upbeat of the 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So we're going to accent the 1, we're going to accent the 2, the upbeat of the 2, and we're going to accent the 4. So we get this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now that's the rhythm that you're going to play through the bulk of this song. There's not many variations in this at all. So you start off 2 bars on this C sharp minor 7. So you get this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Lift that finger up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So we moved across to the A sus2. What we do now, we go back to the C sharp minor 7. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. A sus2, lift the finger. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now we're going to go across to that B sus4. A little bit of adjustment there. Remember, keep that muted string covered on the low E string. 2 bars of this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Get that third finger out the way, first finger drops down to the D2, and again covering that low E, 2 more bars. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's your intro, that's your verse section played on the clean guitar. Now that continues, you've got a clean guitar there, but what he does live, and obviously in the studio, we are now going to change to a distorted guitar. So, let's hit that pedal and let's get some distortion on this guitar. Right, we got some distortion on there. Really all that happens is you're just going to play through the same sequence through the verse, but with the distorted guitar. And of course now with the distortion you've got to be a little bit more careful with that low E string ringing out. But we're still back playing the same thing. There's the A sus4. Back to the C sharp minor 7, A sus4, B sus2, come on, A sus, bang. Okay, so that's your verse. Now, when we hit the chorus, we're doing the same thing on the chorus line as well. So we're just repeating them sections through. So the chorus and the verse is just the same when we're using the distorted guitar we just heard. However, when we hit the second chorus, we are going to be playing a brand new chord on this, because the chorus is slightly changed. Now, the chord, and you're going to love this chord, this is a frightening one. It is called an F sharp 7th with an added 11th. Sounds really, really frightening. But it's really like a lazy man's F sharp bar chord. What we're going to do, we're going to put our first finger on 2nd fret on the low E. We're going to play 3 and 4. 3 and 4th finger is going to be on the A4 and D4, holding them down. 2nd finger is going to be on G3. But we don't put a full bar down. What we're going to do, we're going to let them 2 open strings ring out. So we just get this chord. There is your F sharp 7 at 11. Now, certainly wasn't all that bad. Now, the way this is played, we are going to be playing 2 bars of your C sharp minor 7th. Then we're going to do 1 bar of that A sus2. Then we get this. Going to play that. And that's going to be all downstrokes. I know I played it wrong before, but that's all downstrokes. So we get this. Then it goes back to the C sharp. Now we're going to be doing that sequence. C sharp minor 7, 2 bars. A sus2, 1 bar. F sharp 7th at 11th, 1 bar. And we're going to repeat that. There's numerous times on this. I believe he does it 6 times on this. Then we go back, you'll be glad to know, to a standard verse, and the choruses are going to be the same from here on in. But the verses always back to the same. Now what we're going to do now, we're going to look at some of the overdubs that we've got going on here. So, again, let's keep on this guitar and we're going to check them out. Right, let's look at the first one, and this is played over the chorus. I'm just going to play it through, and then I'll explain exactly how we achieve this. Okay, now what we're doing here, we're playing octaves. Now Dave Grohl is very keen on this. A number of the guitar lines, the solos that he plays, he utilizes octaves on the guitar. So let's have a look how he's doing this. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to start off on A4. And we play the octave notes and the octave interval on the guitar. If we're on the E and the A strings, is always 2 strings down, 2 frets forward. So we're going to have our, and I use my little finger on this, it's going to be on 6th fret on the G string. Now, what we've got to do as we play this, we've got these 2 notes, but we don't want to hear any other notes, but we're going to strum down through this. So what I'm doing, I'm letting my first finger get really lazy in my approach, and it's touching that string, it's muting it. I've also got my second finger is muting that E string. So when I play down, all you can hear is these 2 strings. Now the way we play this, we're going to play 1 bar. Now these are all downstrokes. We're going to play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. On the 4 and the 6. Now what I want to do, this shape, you're going to keep this shape rigid. It's not going to change. It's always going to be 2 down, 2 up. It's like a deadlock, an L shape on this. And we're going to move from 4 to 6, 7 to 9 over each bar. So we get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then we repeat. Okay, that is one of the overdubs that you can hear in this song. Let's look at a few more. Right, let's look at this next one that we've got here. This time we're going to be focusing on the high strings. We're sitting here on the G, the B and the high E string. The B and the E are always played as open strings, so all we're going to be doing is focusing here, movement on the G string. Now, let me talk you through it. What we're going to be doing, the first start off with 6th fret on the G string. And these are all downstrokes. We're going to be playing a whole bar of this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Just plays like that. We do that twice, 2 bars. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Move up to 9th fret on the G. And we get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 bar there. Now the next bar, we're going to move halfway through or part way through the bar. So we get 1 and 2 and 3. And on that 3, for the and, we move up for that last part. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Up there on that, so we're on 11th fret. Once we've done that, we come back down to the 6. So we've done that 11, we now on the 6, and excuse me, but I'm trying to read my sheet here to make sure I'm telling you right. And we get another 2 bars on that 6. Then we go up to the 9. 2 bars. Move down 1 fret to 8. Now we're going to play nearly all of that bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. On the and of the 4, we're going to move down to 4. And 2 and 3 and 4. Back up to 9 on the and. 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And you repeat that. So that whole cycle there. Don't worry, I am going to include the tablature of this. There will be a link down there so you can follow it through. No, don't panic on that one whatsoever. The only thing we got left now is to look at the guitar solo. So, let's do it. So we start off the solo with some quite intense tremolo picking. What I'm going to do, I'll just show you this little section. So we're doing these octaves again, and we're starting across on 11 on the A, which means that we're on 13 on the G string. So we're going, but tremolo picking. I don't mean by tremolo picking, we're not playing 16s, we're not playing 8s. We're just playing as fast as we can. There's no real control on the time. It's just... Now, as you're doing that continual up and down, you're just going to move the hand. You're going to move between them positions. So I'm going from 11 up to 14, so 14 and 16, and then back to 11. And then up to 16, down to 14, then we start all over again, 11, 14, back to 11, and this time when we're on the 16 we stay there. Now the next section we're going to go back to octaves, but we're not doing a tremolo picking. The tremolo picking stops at this point, and we're playing this. So what I'm doing there, I'm still on this octave position, and I'm on the A and the G string. I am playing 9. So I'm going 9, 7, 6, 11, 9, 7. Repeat. 9, 7, 6, 11, 7, 9, 11, 9, 7, and then we go back to that section that I showed you previously on the octaves, where we move up the fretboard, finishing on the 11, and that is part of the chorus section. So there are all of the sections for the guitar solo. So we've covered everything. We've covered all the various parts for this song. As I said, I will be including the tablature. There's quite a few of the overdubs. I'm just going to be covering really the main guitar and also that tracking part where you was playing across the G string with the open B and E string. They're the parts I will include because so many overdubs. I'll be taken out of rainforest. I'm getting a call from Sting. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed learning how to play The Best of You by the Foo Fighters. It's, for a beginner, a little bit of a challenge, but I'm sure you'll be able to cover this song and enjoy playing it. And don't forget, if you did and you find this useful, this lesson very useful, again, click on that subscribe button. Do appreciate all your support. It takes a little bit of an effort to put these videos together, so it's always nice just having a click, knowing that you've watched it and you appreciate it. Anyway, I'm going to let you go so you can have some fun playing this song. So until the next time, this is Jeff Sinker from SkypeGuitarLessonsOnline.com, wishing you well. I look forward to seeing you all very soon. Until then, goodbye.